Tell me say you like me, I'll tell you my own yeah. When you reach the right me fine things, you all that night yeah. Tell you something to do me better. Try understand, yes, a woman will keep plenty money. So me say you can shake your body. You be charming, you be from out there, yeah. Come on, do something. I will again. My people don't get it. You know my heart, yeah. My heart, yeah.
You want that for Naira or dollars? You want that for Mercy or Euro? Anything for you, baby, cool my heart. Oh, yeah, that's it, baby. You can see my love, you cool my
Yes, Kokoma. I have to stop because we started a bit late. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, IOM members. How are you today? What is wrong with my camera? Good evening, Divine Ibekwe. How are you? Long time no see. Good evening, Jane Ike. Good evening, Fabumi. Good evening, my darling. Good evening, Nemford John. Good evening, Rose Anuko. Good evening, Obioma Obwechi. Good evening, Rifkatu. Good evening, how is Daddy? I hope he's good. Good evening, Modupe Comfort. Good evening, Gwen Gloria. And good evening, Oni. Good evening, Victoria Sunday. I think I'm going to start straight away. So before we start, I want to say this. I have question and answer session for the farm members. So I'll quickly do a couple of question and answer section. Please, as usual, I beg you to be honest because it will tell us where we are and what we need to talk about tonight. You know, we talk about things as it's like real life events. So let us start. The first question I want to ask you. Remember, tonight's topic is men's rights are human rights. I repeat. Tonight's topic is men's rights are human rights. I'm looking for the team. I did not paste the team, but that's fine. So I want to begin with the first question. From members, please, let's be really, really fast so we can finish early today as well. So number one question goes like this. What's the first word? What's the first word that comes to mind when you see a man openly crying? When you see a man crying, When you see a man crying, A, do you think, he's a human being? Or B, do you say, oh, he's weak? Or C, do you think, strong man? Or D, are you uncomfortable with the fact that a man is crying? Please, he's depressed. I like that. You can tell me what comes to your mind. Um, um, Agnes said A. Oni said B. Adobe said okay. Oni said B. Umi said fantastic. And Divine said weak. Thank you guys for men's rights are human rights. Yes. And Chichi said his wife cheated on him. Okay, that's okay. So when and this is, I want you to be honest with me. Don't give us like politically correct answer, please. The next question I want to ask you is this. Question number 2. Question number 2 says, who do you think is more likely to be laughed at for speaking about domestic abuse? Who do you think the world will laugh at? And remember, men's rights are human rights. It's not something to do with Nigeria only. It is universal. Just like women's rights is also universal. So who do you think the world will laugh at for speaking about domestic abuse or mental health issue? Is it a man? Is it a woman? Or is it both? Who do you think? It's not about you. What do you think the world, who do you think the world will laugh at? The man. Okay, thank you, Lolo Joy. Amma said the man. Oni said the man. Bukola Sunday said B. Let me see what the B is again. Women. Modupe Comfort said A. Rifkatu said A. Defense said A. And Victoria said A. And also Daddy IOM said is definitely the man that people will laugh at. All right, let's go quickly to the third question because I really want us to achieve a lot today. Question number 3 says, if you witnessed, listen, yes or no, you choose one. If you witness a woman physically attacking a man in public, would you feel compelled to go and help the man? I'm asking everybody this question. Be honest with me. If you see a woman hitting a man or beating a man, will you go and fight the woman off the man? Be honest with me. Yes or no? Yes. According to Linda Achona. Angela said yes. Rivkatsu said yes. Oni said yes. Presoni said yes, he's going to go and attack the man, a woman. Oni said no, she wouldn't. Angela said yes. Blessing Abu said no. Agnes said yes. Only, I don't know. Then IOM Daddy said no. All right. And also, and Chichi Holly said no. And also, Chinazam said no. She will not go and rescue the man. Fine. Thank you very much for being honest. And I will show you something you'll be surprised with. Now, question number 4. In your opinion, why do many men hesitate to talk about their pain? In your opinion, why do you think that men hesitate to talk about their pain? Is it because of A, the fear of being mocked, B, fear of being seen as weak, C, not knowing how to express it, D, lack of someone who will listen, or E, all of the above? Why do you think that men hesitate to talk about their pain? Is it A, fear of being mocked, B, fear of being seen as weak, C, not knowing how to express it, D, lack of someone who will listen, or E, all of the above. Oluchi, E, all of the above. Modupe Comfort, thank you, my darling. B, fear of being mocked. Rivkatu, all of the above. And Tochukwu Okpala, all of the above. And that the IOM said is D, which says lack of someone who will listen. Bamiyi said all of the above. And Oni said all of the, where is she? Bamiyi said all of the above. And Adobe said E, all of the above. Difem said E, all of the above. And Ziti said A, which is, where is A? A says fear of being mocked. Okay. Yeah, the other one was weak. Thank you very much for being honest. This is the second to the last question. Then we'll quickly dive into what we want to talk about today. So question number 5. Question number 5 says, true or false, providing support for struggling men will take away support from women's rights issue. True or false, if you support a man that is struggling, is taken away from a woman's right. True or false? True or false? You're welcome, Victoria. You're still answering all questions. So the question now is true or false? Evangelist Samuel James, good evening. This is the first time. You're welcome. Only said false. You won't take away. Divine Ibekwe said true. Supporting men takes away from women. And Olali Khan said false. Agnes said true, of course. Dear John said false. And Alma said good evening. Alma, you need to participate. I need to see what you think. Babalola said true. And that the IOM said false. Ndidi Precious said false. And Chinazam said false. All right, quickly, let's go to the last question. As I said to you, tonight we are going to be really, really fast. So the last question said, men die. Men die by suicide at a significantly higher rate than women. Men die by suicide at a significantly higher rate than women. Why? A, social stigma against male vulnerability. B, smaller support network for men. C, economic or societal pressure. D, all of the above. So the question for number 6 say, men die by suicide. Why? Fresoni said all of the above. Defem is still on the old question. Defem is giving love. Angela said all of the above. Angela, you already blindfolding my eyes. And Oni said all of the above. And Modupe Comfort said D, all of the above. Number 6. Thank you, Modupe Comfort. And Ndidi said A, which says that because of social stigma against male vulnerability. And Defense said C, and I would pick the last one, which is Oluchi said E, although we don't have E in this particular question. Thank you very much for your responses. It means a lot, and I've gathered the information I require. Now, before we go into our main topic of today, I want to play a video for you. I will tell you quickly about the video. I'm going to play a video. It's about how many minutes long? About 2 minutes long. This video is a typical example of what we've been talking about all this while. Just like women's rights is universal. we are struggling. That is the same with men. So it's not a Nigerian thing. Men's right, a human right, is not a Nigerian thing. It is something that is affecting men globally. I'm going to play this video and I want you to watch. And I'm going to ask you questions from the video. I will be asking you questions from the video. So please listen attentively. We may even have winning from the answers you give to me. So pay attention. Whatever you're doing, stop it. There will be a winning prize tag at the end of the show. And remind me for that. So I'll play the. All right, so this is the video. I'll go behind the scene so you will see the video properly. Now, I want to show you right now, you will see another video. I want you to pay attention. The scene just flipped. Just pay attention now.
Stop abusing me in public. You're embarrassing. Stop abusing me in public, alright? Alright? Stop abusing me in public. Not in public. Yo, what? Mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business. It's my girlfriend. Come on, baby. Don't abuse me in public. What are you doing? Oh, chill. Yo, we're filming. We're filming. Look, you alright? We're filming a social experiment. Look. You okay? We're just raising awareness. Just listen. We're just filming, bro. No, we're filming a social experiment. Thanks for raising awareness, man.
Okay, so I don't know if you got the gist. Let me see what you're saying. All right, so Agnes says, see as everyone is minding their business. Adobe say, this man no waiting happen so. Oni, so I want to see who is going to tell me what you just saw. What did you say? Wagi said, women harassing men in the public and no one to help the man because they feel he's a man. But if it was the woman that was being beaten, they would definitely help her instead. They help the woman. True. Oh, I think I've read this. Angela said, everyone just passing, standing and watching. No one cares to help just because he's a man. Men suffer physical abuse from women a lot. Instead, the man is blamed for it. Fantastic. Ewo, when the man is being abused, nobody help him. But when he reacts, a man came to beat him. Ama, the public always fight for a woman more than a man. Simple, 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 simply put. She's harassing him in public. No one is rendering help for him. Gwen, thank you very much. And with Katu, I'll read this last. Men suffering physical abuse and harassment, and he was beaten. Fantastic. All right, so I want to say this. You see, like you all have seen, and like you all just stated, a man hitting a woman. You saw a man. He didn't even hit her much. He didn't hit her much. People rushed in from all corners. Strangers became protectors. They grabbed the man, shielded the woman, and even beat the man. Everyone agrees that the man was wrong. But in the first scene, a woman was hitting a man. She even hit the man for a very long period of time. She slaps him, she hits him, she drags him, pulled him down, and even kicked him. Even with more brutality. And what does the public do? What did the public do? Some laughed, others shook their heads. Even in one scene, one bystander, a black bystander, just to remind you of the scene, joins her to hit him. He came, and he hit him. When the woman was beating him, he also joined her to beat him. A few people we saw, they were recording with their phone. They recorded it. No one stepped in for the man. No one stepped in for the man. The man walked away with shame, bruises, humiliated, and alone. You see, two scenes were shown. Same violence. No. The woman was even more violent. But we saw two completely different reactions. In one, a woman's pain, a woman being beaten becomes everyone's concern. They rushed him. I had to cut the video short. In the other one, a man's pain, a prolonged period of beating in public, moving him, pushing him around or in all the streets. A man's pain is treated as a joke. A man's pain is a joke. People were laughing. This is not just a social experiment as you saw in the video. This is intended, why I brought this video. Yes, social experiment, but to show you it is a mirror. It's a mirror of what happens in the world, in our society. It reflects something painfully real about our world. When a woman is beaten, we rightly demand justice. People intervene. But when a man is beaten, we laugh. We scroll past. Why? Why do we see, do we see a man being beaten and we walk away? We see one as a tragedy. When you beat a woman, it's a tragedy. We see the other as a comedy. When you beat a man, it's funny. Let's talk about the double standard. This is indeed a double standard. Our society does selective sympathy. Selective sympathy. We've been taught to protect women, which is good, very important to protect a woman. But also, we have been taught to mock or ignore men's pain, which is really bad, very bad. We say we believe in fairness. We talk about human rights and equality. But what we just saw in the video is a clear hypocrisy that happens in the society today. And this isn't governmental. This is not government. It's everyday people on the streets, people like you and me. When a man hurts, when a man is hurting, we rarely call him a victim. We call him a weak man. Instead, or we say he deserves it. He deserves it. That is why someone came to join the woman to beat the man. This doesn't just happen in the streets. This is not just a happening in the streets. It happens in homes, in churches, and everyday conversation. Even when I ask the question to family members say, some of us say, we will not help the man. Most people say yes, but I wonder how many will. Because it was just experimented. When a man opens up to complain and cry, too often the world answers with silence or shame. Many don't speak, not because they don't feel hurt. Men don't talk, but because they are afraid of being laughed at or of being dismissed. Let's be honest. Family members, let's just be honest. That fear is real. We've all heard people say men can't really be victims. People saw the woman beating the man, but they feel, no, he's not a victim. But that lie, it is a lie. It's costing lives. The lie you hear that men cannot be victims is costing us our men. We live in a world that say violence is wrong. Yes, we always say it's wrong to do violence. However, we accept it if it's happening to a man. We say, yes, it's okay. This must change because pain ignored is pain multiplied. And suffering laughed at does not disappear. It deepens. It deepens. Let's connect this to the bigger picture. Yes, let's connect what happened, what we saw in the video. Let's connect it to the bigger picture. What happens when society keeps silencing men's pain? We get a quiet epidemic of broken men. A lot of men are broken. We get fathers, husbands, we get brothers, we get our sons who smile on the outside, but they are dying inside. We get men like Chuka in part 1 who hung himself in his garage because shame became louder than his voice. Nobody cared to listen to him. And we get countless others whose name we will never know because their story ended before anyone cared to listen to them. Here is a heartbreaking fact. Do you know that about 7 out of 10 people who take their own life are men? If you hear that 10 people committed suicide, 7 of them are men. Yet, Just think about that. Yet, it's just the woman that is being helped in most cases. For every woman who breaks down, there are 3 or more men in the same darkness. But how does the society respond? With indifference, with disbelief, sometimes with mockery. Women Association, Women Ministry of Women Affairs, women groups everywhere, women's rights, activism everywhere. You won't hear about the man. They say men don't need it. They even tell the man up, just man up. We say we have created a wall. We have created a wall. We are men in despair. Men in despair. They feel like they have nowhere to go to, no one to turn to. No wonder so many men suffer in silence. No wonder the death rate of suicide by men is so high. Silence is killing our men. Silence is killing our men. From childhood, they are told, don't cry, don't complain, don't ask for help. So they don't until they break. And when they do, we shake our head and we say, what a shame. Now, I'm going to remind you of Roji's story. You all know Roji. He's a family member. I want to put a real face to the issue, a face many of you know, a face you see on the page on a regular basis, a voice you heard 2 weeks ago and last week, in part 2, which is just last week. We heard Roji. He shared his reality with us. We've been talking about real stories, but you don't know who they are, so you may not have connected. Roji, a fan member, shared his story. He told us about the pain. He told us about the pain he was carrying, the pain most people ignored. One day, he said he is a husband and a father. The next day, he said his house was empty. The laughter of his daughters had vanished in silence. The presence of his wife and his kids have left the home. I will not, as I told Roji last week, dive into the full story because the wife is not here to speak for herself. But here is what Roji told us. I want us to listen to his pain, not this statement about his wife. Listen to his pain. Roji said, when he needed comfort, people mocked him. People laughed at him. People called him weak. People said, you're not a real man. People ignored him. People disbelieved him. They didn't believe him because men's issue is a joke. Imagine that. Not only losing your family, but being laughed at. Being laughed at for the grief that it cost you. It cost him grief, of course. It would cost anyone, but a man or woman. But every time Roji tried to talk, someone told him to man up. The message was clear. Your pain doesn't matter as long as you're a man. But then something shifted. Something shifted on our live show last week. Roji spoke. I remember it clearly. He took a deep breath. He cleared his throat. It was so hard, but he said he must talk. Roji said, I've been carrying a pain. Nurse Angel, I've been carrying a pain no one wants to hear. No one wants to give me a listening ear. They don't believe me. And in that moment, something powerful happened. When Roji spoke in public, IOM family stepped in. IOM family listened. IOM family cared. You messaged him, you encouraged him, you shared your own stories too, and Roji changed. I want to say to you, Roji changed. Since that last week Sunday, a week today, he's been attending therapy, although not much. He attended therapy. He's regaining focus, and slowly he's rebuilding his life. Yes, he's focused on his work. He's even pursuing career and personal development. He's staying sober because now he has people checking up on him. Yes, IOM family, they're checking up on Roji. He's also trying to reconnect with his family. And why that journey is ongoing is now a journey filled with hope. Roji said something that stuck with me. Roji said, I spoke up and it saved my life. Please speak. I said, speak before it's too late. And on that note, I'm going to get Roji in to greet every one of us and answer some few reflective questions. Tonight, we are not going to go into a lot. We just want to hear feedback from Roji. Chintok, I can see you at the backstage. Is Roji there with you, Chintok? Chintok.
Hello.
Hi.
Good evening, Nurse Angel.
Good evening.
Good
Roji.
evening, Nurse Angel.
Good evening.
Good evening, IOM family members. My name is Roji Kasam, a bona fide member of IOM. I want to thank Nurse Angel and IOM for giving me this privilege to speak. I honestly, it's a real privilege, and I'm not ready with levity. Thank you, ma.
I will hold on to this. We'll talk about it later. So, Roji Kessan, I know it was not an easy thing for you to do on the day. I know how you cleared your throat, you gave a lot of explanation, and you spoke. Roji, can I ask you? The first question I want to ask you is, how do you feel emotionally, Roji? How do you feel emotionally? Or, first of all, let me ask you, how are you, Roji? Just checking in on you. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine.
Are you okay, Roji? Hello, Roji. I think the network. Roji, are you there? Chin Talk. I'm going to Roji. Chin Talk, are you there? Let me call you on. I'm going to call you on phone. I need us to be very quick. Chin Talk, I think your network is bad. Let's hear from Roji. As I said, it's going to be more of a feedback. Chin Talk, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, ma. The network at the backstage is pushing us out.
Okay, that's fine. So let's do it on the phone. Roji, how are you, Roji?
Yes, ma. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm great.
You're great. I'm happy to hear that. Roger, the Roger, when you came to us, you shared a pain you had in your heart. We felt your pain. We couldn't see you, but we felt your pain. And because of the fact that I felt you were hurting, we decided to meet up with you to help you emotionally. I said to you, I wasn't going to do anything regarding your wife because I don't know the story. I don't want to bring someone where they are not comfortable or safe to be. So I said, I will work with you because you're human and you're hurting. I know if it's a woman, all hell will let loose. There will be a lot of campaign and a lot of support. So I decided to give you support. Can I ask you, Rodin, how do you feel emotionally right now compared to the day you first shared your story with us? I remember last time, as I said, we felt your pain in your heart as you spoke. But how do you feel right now, Roger? 1 minute, we can't hear you. Hold on.
Thank you very much, Ma, for that question. Honestly, how I feel now compared to last week, to before I shared my story with ION, I feel better. I feel pushed. I feel encouraged. I feel I was given back a sense of belonging. Before now.
Oh, 1 minute. I don't know. 1 minute is cut.
Before now,
Mhm.
gather myself. But right now, as I speak to you, I am relieved of many pains that was chunked in my heart.
Oh, I don't know why. I'll remove this. Continue. Hold on, Roger. All right, continue. Continue.
Okay. I am more focused to developing myself and to actually doing the needful, courtesy of IOM. When IOM came into the issue, I find out that able to channel my mindset, my thinking, and to say it all, presently, I feel better. In fact, those things that are eating me up, they are not more there. Thank you, ma'am.
Wow. Um, 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 the network, it was connecting from the speaker to the phone. Let me ask you another question, Rojin. You see, we've been talking about human rights. People believe that human rights is women's rights, as if human rights is a woman. Did you watch the video we played? Did you watch that video?
Yes, ma'am. I watched the video, and though the network is somehow shaky, but we're able to get the message in it.
What message did you get in it?
What I understand is nobody is actually standing for the man. Nobody sent the man when the whole scenario is happening. But when the man retaliates, the everybody rise up to actually save the woman. That is the little clips I understand.
True. And how do you feel about that? Is it something you have experienced yourself?
Yes, it's something I experienced. Just the way I put it last time, that while I was, it might not be physical fight, but emotional fight. While I was going through it, and I was trying to make out point, nobody sends me. Nobody even want to hear my own side of the story. Whatsoever I explained or I said, they would tell me that the fault is yours. There is no thing that I've not explained. Nobody want to even care about what is happening to me. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Um, Roger, the last time you came, you were bleeding, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
What has been the biggest change? What has changed since Sunday and today? What has changed in your life? Why did you come today to say you feel so good? What changed?
Yes, I said I feel so good today because so many things changed in this 1 week. Uh, I've been crying, and nobody seems to give me listening ears. Nobody want to share my sentiment because they felt that all the fault, all whatsoever is on me. But when I cried out my mind, when I speak out my mind to IOM, which is not easy for me, it's not actually easy for me to voice out because I've been suppressing it. And I don't want to die with it. Let me just speak it out. And when I speak it out, IOM now came in. IOM did not came in to actually focus on the issue that I'm trying to present, but IOM sensed what I am trying to say. And for the first time on this very issue that I'm facing, I was given attention. I was someone listening to me. IOM listens to me, and they came in. They came in by providing solution by giving me that sense of belonging, that I'm a human being too. Because all the while I was thinking as if I am different from humans, because the way the issue is going, nobody's giving me attention. But ION gave me attention, and I tell you something. The very moment I'm able to open up to IOM, the very moment I open up, from that day I open up, there is a level of peace that I have within me. This is something I've been keeping, and I couldn't actually share it because the people I share it with, nobody's telling me something that will actually pull me up. Everybody is telling me as if they are pushing me down to it. But IOM came in and salvaged the situation. Not just salvage the situation. IOM just rechannel my focus, and I tell you, I am not that worried on that very issue again. I just decided to focus on my life, on how to develop myself, and on how to actually pursue my goals, which is very important and very paramount to me. So IOM, within this 1 week, without mincing words, within this 1 week, it's not as if one is having the whole money in the world in his pocket, or you're having the whole food, but I'm telling you, there's a level of peace I have in me. Thank you, ma'am.
I like what you're saying. You're honest and you're sharing the reality within a week. Can I ask you, how many times have we, IOM, met up with you? I don't think it's a lot because of tight schedule.
Yes, IOM have not met up with me on the plenty grounds. I think if I can scale it, is let me say 3 times. 3 times, and the 3 times is not like a long time meeting or some plenty hours that we spend. No, it's 3 times. Let me just put it that way.
The 3 times, is it in between our meetings, or is it a time schedule just for you?
The 3 times is in between your meeting. Sometimes you even have schedule at hand. You just have to cut out from some minutes to just reach out to me. Then you continue your meeting.
Fantastic. I want everybody to listen. What is happening is real life story. It's real life circumstance. It is not rehearsed. Did I speak to you today before at the backstage before coming live? Did I speak to you? You're muted in case you're talking.
Ma, you didn't speak to me. Even the previous program that came up, because this is very important. Sometimes people think maybe there is a communication that normally takes place behind before a program is being showcased. Even this very program that we're holding, you didn't speak to me about anything. I just knew that the program is coming up. Thank you, ma'am.
Fantastic. Roger, I need you to be honest. You are honest, but I'm just saying that so people will know, and people will listen, and people will understand that what we have been saying in part 1 and 2, the 2 scenarios we painted, is real, because your own story is heartbreaking because we know you. Roger, you said you've been heavy. Before Sunday when you spoke out, tell us your typical day. Do you sleep well? Do you eat well? Do you look for something to console yourself to make you sleep? Tell us a typical day when you were in pain.
Yes, thank you very much, ma'am. Before on Sunday, when I was in pain, sincerely speaking, it's very, very hard for me to close my eyes in the night to say I want to sleep. For over a month plus now, I'm telling you, if not when I voiced out on Sunday, it has been difficult. My night is shattered. Shattered with what? I couldn't actually close my eyes to sleep well that I'm sleeping. Issues of the heart is eating me up. And it's not something I'll pretend about it because it's written all over me. Sometimes I'll tell myself that I want to even shift my mind from it. But while I was trying to shift my mind, I'll find out that I'm shifting my mind to it again. Because everything about me was affected. And it shifts me to a level whereby I even have to do certain things that I don't want to even do them, because already I am in a situation that is more than me. I tell you the truth. We are talking about honesty here, and this is real life story. There's nothing to dabble about it. There's no apology whatsoever. It's just for the purpose of learning and relearning to take place. I tell you, before that Sunday, it's not easy. I think my friend used to come around sometimes to check me, which is Netford. Like sometimes I will just go in the double of the problem. I'll just go and drink and come back and sleep. I was basically looking for help. I was basically looking for how I will salvage this situation, but the issue keep eating me up. And I couldn't have a sweet sleep, talk more of sweet day life, day in, day out. Meaning maybe when I go out in the morning to workplace, I'm not that active, because when I started to work, my colleagues, like, we've been coming to work now, so there's a level of study. We've been studying ourselves. I'm not that active. I'm not that pushy, which they used to ask me sometimes, what is wrong? But it's not something that I can actually pour out, because I've been pouring it out and nobody seems to like give me listening ear. So I resort to keeping it to myself to actually work it out. But on Sunday, after we spoke in the program, and after you gave me some antidote after the program, like presently, I can tell you that I'm upstanding now, and I've rechanneled my focus back, and I have relative peace of mind. Thank you, ma.
Do you sleep well now?
Yes, ma. When I said I have peace of mind, it means that I sleep well, because now it's no more about thinking of the problem or thinking of what has happened. I am focused on the future. Yes, ma.
So, what actually, you see, people, when we say speak up, speak out, people say don't talk, don't shh. And when, like, you see, let me ask you again. You've told us how you didn't sleep, how you were just miserable, and how you were looking for something to calm the pain, to numb the pain. So can I ask you, when people say don't talk, keep quiet, hide it, I hide it, do they really know how much it kills the person? Do you think they really understand that hiding it is as good as death? Just like Femi in part 2. Femi did not talk. He was dying and he was alive, but he was dead inside of him. What do you have to say to people when they shush people up? Hey, don't talk, don't share. People will laugh at you and what's not. What do you have to say to people that are hurting and hiding?
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. What I have to tell people that are saying that don't talk or hide things, there are things that you shouldn't hide, because by mere you hiding it is to your detriment. There are issues that need to be shared, because a problem shared is a solution already. There are things that nobody should pen you down that you shouldn't share. I tell you, Nurse Angel, even when I came up to share those my mind, to pour out my mind, I still have people that were looking at me as if this man don't even know what he's doing. Why will he go on air in the whole world to just talk about his home? But I didn't talk about my home in the negative aspect, or I didn't abuse my home. I think I actually need somebody to listen to me, and I felt this is the right way to go about it. I want to advise us that there are issues that when you sit down with it and you're thinking maybe you hide it, you actually be dying slowly. It will be killing you. It might not just take you off once, but it will be killing you gradually, and before you know it, once it has killed you spiritually, it will manifest to physical death. I tell you that there is no point for you to actually keep out issues that are very, very cogent or important to you or to your family or to society. That is not to negate the fact that there are things that you don't need to hide. There are things that you hide it, not hiding it on to the detriment of yourself, but because it's issue that you need to just keep it. It's not bothering you. It's not disturbing you. It's just an issue for yourself. But any issue that is disturbing you, that you are feeling like you're keeping it, and that is the best way, and you are dying in silence, voice it out, my sister, or voice it out, my brother. Because you see, when I was about to voice out, I never knew that I'm going to come to this very level where I am now. But the very moment I'm able to open it up, I tell you, what has happened now is different from the narrative before. Apart from getting the peace, apart from getting even more strong, I find out that I'm beginning to think of so many ideas. I'm beginning to have ideas on how to actually forge ahead. So don't keep certain things that people tell you. It's not everything that people say that actually matters. Satisfy your conscience first in whatsoever you do. Once you understand you are passing through a problem that you cannot help yourself, there are people or there are places or there are institutions that you can actually cry for, and you find out that help will actually come, because when you said it out, somebody will listen to you, will laugh you, and when you said it out, somebody will listen to you, and some person will take action. Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Thank you very much. And that is true. We have a family member on the page. A lot of people have been really supportive with their comments, and I'm happy. I'm happy because it's a shame. It's a shame that when someone is pained, when someone is hurting and dying, people laugh at them. People say, die, don't talk, just die. And they will come to you for your burial as well. And they will drink and eat and demand for more. So a fan member on the page, Sunday Dominic, said, it's better as you speak out. It's better to have spoken out. You will feel relieved and supported and encouraged as well. And I've heard you talk about a lot of encouragement. So there are points he said. When you speak out, you feel relieved, you get support, and you get encouragement. On that note, Roji, I know the first week you came, you talked, you were dangling, you didn't really talk about it. Like you said, is a month at that time. Is a month. You've been pained. You didn't sleep well. You've been doing a lot of things to help you calm the pain, numb the pain, until you spoke out to us. And there is different kind of speaking out, like you said. Those that you were speaking to did not listen to you. They said, it's your fault, it's your fault. Is someone that is, I'm not saying it's not your fault, but I'm not going to blame. It's just like victimizing the victimized. I'm not going to say it's your fault. I can just listen to your pain and help you. Just imagine, I want to say this to family members. People don't understand pain because it's not them. Unless they see it physically, pain is what the person feeling it says it is. That is why when you go to the hospital and you say, I feel pain, they will ask you, pain cannot be measured. They will ask you in a scale of 10, 0 to 10. 0 is no pain, 10 is pain. What is your level of pain? Why? No, it's difficult for any doctor or a nurse to tell you this is your level of pain. You need to say your level of pain, and people need to believe you because it's your body. He that wears the shoes know where it pinches. Now, talking about pain, people don't get it when you say, I am pained emotionally, psychologically, and what have you. But people get it when they see you have a big cut and blood is coming out. They will say, wow, this person will be in pain, because they see a physical cut in your body or on your body. So I want to say, even family members, do you know that emotional pain can even hurt more than physical pain? Do you know that emotional pain, the things of the heart, can hurt you more than physical pain? Do you know that? Do you know that heart attack, some people, they are so pain emotionally, they will feel a kind of heaviness that they can even stop breathing. Do you know that a lot of people, that you can't see their pain, but they feel it? When they're saying, I'm in pain, my heart is breaking, people don't understand it. I want to say that just like Sunday Dominic said, when you speak out, you feel relieved from your pain, which is what you said. A problem shared is half solved. But we need to also know that when someone in pain shares their pain to you, they are not sharing it to you for you to abuse them, mock them, laugh at them. They are sharing it to you for you to support and relieve their pain. That was what IOM did for Roger. I want to say, or rather, let me ask you, Roger. So, Roger, when you shared your problem, we promised to support you. And you said you slept well that night for the very first time since your family left. And when we supported you, like Sunday Dominic said, you feel relieved, you get support and encouraged. Do you think if you had not spoken out, first of all, would we have supported you?
No, ma, because you would if I have not spoken, IOM wouldn't have supported me.
Fantastic. Now, can you tell the family members the kind of therapeutic, because what we are giving to you is therapeutic support and care. Can you tell them the kind of therapeutic support you got in case of those that are still unable to speak out? And how did you go from pain that you said you even considered suicide to sleeping well and feeling good about yourself? Tell them the kind of therapeutic support you got.
Thank you very much, ma. I got support, therapeutic support that keep me going and keep me strong. When I shared my story, immediately I shared my story. Even that day, while the program was still going on, I confessed that I feel relief. The therapeutic support I got is not magic, but I said it that I've been given a sense of belonging. You know, when I shared the story, like the normal thing that I used to obtain from people that knows about the story, nobody give me that prompt attention to actually share my own side of it and come up with a tangible solution. You find out that some people will bring very, very solution, and when I turn back, they will still talk about me behind. You find out that nobody is able to be on the issue per se. But when I submitted this very issue, the attention that I was giving first is what makes me feel like I'm at home, because looking at how IOM operate. Let me say something before I even continue. I was talking. I said minus plus when the whole incident is happening. I actually want to reach out to IOM, but I couldn't actually reach out to IOM. I don't want to come to me and said I want to talk to Nurse Angel. I was just looking at the series of Nurse Angel schedules. Nurse Angel is a busy person. Looking at, apart from IOM family as a family, there are family, immediate family, there are workplace, there are issues, she have her own house to take care of. So I just keep mute. I said time and chance will bring it, and time and chance actually bring it, because when I speak out, the therapist I get is attention. I was giving attention. I was listening to, and after I was listening to, it's emotional thing. It's not physical thing. So I was given that attention. Then I was talked to. And when I said I was talked to, not I was not correct. I was not. We didn't dwell on the problem. IOM faced they faced it direct to the solution by giving me some psychological talk that can actually tune my mood, that can actually change my mindset or refocus my attention to knowing it that I am not alone in this very issue. I am not alone. I shouldn't look at it as if it's the end of the life. IOM came up with some case scenarios that will actually open my eyes to the reality of life. And the one important thing that IOM did, and I'm so happy, is they understand my plight, they understand my predicament at the moment, and they swap in excerpt to make sure that I got healed. Because the reason why I spoke out earlier on is that I'm looking for healing, and the healing is not forthcoming. Rather, they are compounding my issues for me. But when I come in tandem by sharing it to IOM, I was given attention. I was cared for. I was talked to. Psychological talk. I was directed to do certain things that will actually get me up, and I put them into action, and I see them actually working for me. So by and large, I really thank IOM for coming through for me, because ordinarily, if not that I've spoken out, I wonder what would have been the solution, because I will just be lingering in my problems and predicament, and there will not be solution to it. So I was given so many antidotes, like it has equally helped to boost my morale in focusing on my work and trying to grow. That is another aspect that IOM came in. They came in with ideas on how to spring forth, ideas on how to stand as a man. If this kind of situation, let me tell you, if I'm confronted with this kind of situation again in my lifetime, it will not shrink me, it will not disturb me the way it did, because already learning has taken place within this short time. And I tell you, the meeting is not as if it's a special meeting arranged for me for long hours. But within short time, you find out that you receive some antidote, psychological antidote, emotional antidote, and it keeps me going. Thank you, ma'am.
Fantastic. I want to ask you some specific questions, because some people don't get the gist. I want to remind family members this. My husband actually watched the show. He was at work. When he came back, I think I called him to come. You saw his uniform. He was listening to the show. What he said to me is, this man loves his wife. That's what he said to me after the show. He said, you really love your wife. You said absolutely nothing negative about your wife. I want to say this, and I want to say it loud and clear, because people victimize, they re-victimize the victimized. Someone was dying. Someone was seeking for help. Someone was broken. Someone considered suicide. Someone was at the brink of drowning in alcohol to numb them and do anything to them. Someone was thinking about, I cannot continue in this world any day, anyhow. They came to IOM and said, my wife and my children left me. It's a known public fact. I allowed him to speak. I had a heavy heart. People victimize the victimized. And when someone commits suicide, people shout, oh, suicide is not a choice. It's not an option. Oh, God, help me. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh. People call God when you're here to help. This man, you know, when you hear stories, you may not get it because it's not you. This man, imagine a woman that the family left. It's not a hidden story. It's a public reality. It's a fact. It is a known fact. Everybody knows it. This man was walking about the street seeking for help. He is in the house looking at the ceiling. He can't hear the cry of the children. He can't see the wife. The wife is not a bad woman. She doesn't want to be there anymore. Period. Period. There may have been a lot that happened. This guy came to IOM. He came to IOM and said, oh, I'm dying. My heart is heavy. I'm dying. I am just like Femi. I was almost going to commit suicide. I just heard a story that I relate with. I am alive, but I'm not living. Help me. My wife and children have left. That was all he said. It's a public reality. It's not a hidden thing. We hide and hide until we die. Let's imagine he died or he ended up committing suicide. People will say, why didn't he talk? Why didn't he speak? Why didn't he talk? If he has spoken, help will come. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with us? A man is heavy. He's walking about like a madman. He's in the house contemplating suicide. The people he speaks to, they say, che, whoa, big coconut head, ntoge. He's looking for help. Why don't you shut up? Why? The same thing we are talking about. The same thing we are talking about is the same thing you're asking him. Shut up, keep quiet, hide it, secret it. What are you talking about? Excuse me. If this guy dies, we will go for his burial and we will drink and ask for more plate of food. What is wrong with us? Have you ever felt pain that you feel dying is better than being alive? Have you felt that before? Roger Kassan,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
did the best thing you can ever do by speaking out. Because, like you said, a man that said to you, he doesn't sleep. He said it, but you may not have heard that he's drowning in alcohol. Yeah, or he drinks before he drinks. Who cares? We all know that. But right now, he's trying to numb pain. He's alone. He's thinking, God, what is happening to me? Where do I go front? Do I go back? Do I go left? Do I go right? What will I do? Is there any need to be alive? Is there a need to live? Oh, shut up, keep quiet, don't talk, keep quiet. What are you all about? Can't you get it? Speaking out gave him life just by mere talking. Speaking out when he shared the story live, he slept. Can you hear him? Can you hear him? Can you hear him? You see, people think that when you are carrying a dead body is a log of wood. Did you hear this poor man? I don't think you heard him. If you heard him, you will just applaud him. What is all this bullshit? Look, Nurse Angel comes on live show on a daily basis. I talk about my husband. I talk about my children. Anything they do, I talk. Hey, hide it for what? Why hide it? I use myself as a living example for others to learn. And I do it with pride and boldness and confidence. Who born Monkey Banana to tell me what to do? Who born you? You see, Roji Kassan has actually healed a lot of men here. Roji Kassan has healed a lot of families here. His story, we make people sit up. His story, we make people know reality. His story made IOM come to his rescue. Roji Kassan, have we ever given you a penny? Because people would think we gave you something. Did we give you a penny for the last week we've been talking to you? Have Nurse Angel given you a 1,000 naira to buy Coke?
No, ma. Even while I was speaking the other time, I wanted saying it that it's not about money. There is no any money that leaves Nurse Angel hand to my hand that will warrant me to speak the way I speak. I told you, ma, and I'm saying it to IOM family, and I've said it before, that we've lied up to ourselves before. I've lied to myself before. But I think I've come to a place where I understand that I cannot keep lying to myself. There are certain truths that I just need to face them head on so that I can actually help myself. And this is one of them. It's not about the money. It's about how I'm feeling. And ordinarily, somebody might think maybe, yes, it's Nurse Angel now. Nurse Angel must have given him some money. That is what is making him happy. No, there's no money that entered my hand from Nurse Angel to me. But I tell you, what I got within the 1 week is far bigger than money. Thank you, ma'am.
Roji Kassan, I want to say this. You came alive after speaking publicly. It is not even easy to speak publicly. You need to be courageous to speak publicly. A lot of people cannot do it. The first way to get to your goal is to be bold. You took the first step. You took the first leap of faith. And what has it landed you? It landed you a time of therapy that is so expensive to get. You got it free. Therapy that people will not even give to you. Even the quality of the therapy. And Roji Kassan, can you tell the family people what we've been busy working on in terms of your job?
Thank you, ma'am. Farm members,
and talk about how good it has, what is happening to you in your place of work. I remember when you came, you said people in your office, they notice you're shrinking. This is not you, but talk about you in your office today and how we dealt with it.
Thank you, ma'am. Let me say it formally. I'm working with Lesham Continental Hotels. It's one of the big hotels around Barnawa axis in Kaduna here. And I started the job barely last month. And I was working there. When they are collecting application, we are not aware. So they employed the only 3 vacancies that is remaining is gardeners. They are looking for gardener. And an insider told us that they are looking for gardener, but the salary is good. It's something to actually start on. So I told them that, okay, this is the hotel where I called, one small hotel where I started just 5 days back. I said, let me take the opportunity. And I took the opportunity. I resumed there and they received me. Although I'm not a gardener by profession, but being that I just want to be engaged, I have a target. I have something that I'm thinking in my mind. I entered. So we started, and when we started, they asked us to bring our CV. So when we presented our CV after 3 days, they're supposed to give us, because they said we should bring our CV, they want to see it, then they will give us appointment letter the next day so that we can see our salary and see terms and conditions of the work. So we brought the CV, and the next day they didn't give us appointment. The following day they didn't give us appointment. So the other colleagues that they employed, they say, no, it has not been done that way. That if you bring your CV, the next day they're supposed to give you. That's how they do to them. But ours wasn't like that. They kept it.
Just cut the story a bit short, so family members will not, so we will understand. Talk about.
So now, now to take it further, when I opened up, we started work with IOM. I was able to relate some things that is happening in my workplace to Nurse Angel, and Nurse Angel did a psychological talk to me, tell me that I can actually build capacity where I was. I can build ground to move ahead. So she told me, she said, since I read mass comm, and there is something she said which actually touched me. She said, I can do it, that she believes in me, I can do it. I should just do this and that. The thing she said I should do is I should just go ahead, like I shouldn't do it openly, but I should move wisdom to just give ideas on how certain things can actually work well on the hotel, which I did, and is yielding result already, because part of the things I did is giving ideas on how the hotel can actually sell, and I tell you that has actually take us to where we are now. The hotel don't want to give us the appointment letter of a gardener anymore. I'm not even functioning as gardener anymore in the hotel. Like the last 2-3 days, like I came back work late. Anytime they close work, they will have to engage me in maybe doing some things. Like yesterday, I had to take inventory of the things within the hotel, make sure we count them all, and because of the idea that I discussed with the MD on how I really want to advertise the place. I want to bring my own small contribution on how to move the business further. I now discuss with him. He now gave me go ahead. He said, whatsoever I feel like it's okay for this hotel to actually boost up, I should go ahead, and he gave me the needed hand. So, and presently, as I speak to you, I don't think I'll be dwelling as a gardener anymore, because I'm seeing the coast getting clear gradually. I'm heading to somewhere.
Of course. You're working with IOM. What do you expect?
This didn't just happen. There's so much effort behind the scene, which is, if I talk behind the scene, I'm talking about IOM, because it's just because I was able to open up to Nurse Angel, and we're able to announce this, and this thing is yielding result. And what I'm saying is subject to you can verify. My workplace is not hidden. My workplace is open here in Kaduna, And I think my friend has visited me in my workplace, which is, I'm talking about Nemfort. Nemfort has come to my place in workplace. And I just want to thank God that I'm able to speak up. And ideas is just coming. Even up to now that I'm talking, ideas is still pumping in.
Fantastic.
Thank you, ma.
Now, let me ask you a question. Roji, number one, I want to say this and I want to say it clearly. The poor guy that was battling life and death, things of the heart, whether to drink, smoke, or kill himself, speaking to people, they are telling him shame, spoke out in IOM and he's getting support. In IOM, all you said, we can go and watch the video, is last week, is that your family have left you. You're pained, you don't know what happened, and you're dying. And I said to you, I hear you, I feel you. I'm going to come in, not to save the family, because I don't know what happened, and I didn't ask you, you didn't tell us. I said, I'm coming to help you so I can comfort you. You're emotionally broken. Now, Roger, since I told you your wife is not here, so we've heard you that you're separated. It's a public notice. It's a public knowledge. That was all you said. Since we've been talking for the past 3 days, have we ever talked about your wife, your children, why you're separated? Did I ask you that? Did we talk about it?
No, ma. We've never talked about what happened between me and my wife, or how do we separate, or you basically focused on myself.
Period. Period. Family members, I'll tell you something. I heard a cry. You know, we talk about men also cry. Or rather, we are talking about men should be allowed to cry. Men should be allowed to complain. Men should be given a listening ear. Men should speak out. Nonetheless, we also talk about the fact that when a man cries, they shush him up. People say, oh my God, so bad. Why do people do it? A man is crying here. People are saying, why cry? Why cry? You shout up and shout up. Excuse me. Excuse me. And the more I hear that, the more I want to support Roger. If you don't want me to support Roger, tell me to support him, I will stop. But if you want me to support Roger and die there, tell me not to support him. Then, Roger, my money, my everything, now your own. No. Because I hate injustice. I hate injustice. I hate injustice. I detest injustice. I don't care about gender. I look at every human being as a human. Roger, one of us, cried out to the family. Why are you crying? Why did you cry? You should have hidden, hide. If Roger, tomorrow we hear Roger is dead. Oh, why did he die? Because he was feeling pain. Why didn't he cry out? He should have cried out and cried out. You can never please the world. You can never please the world. Even when Roger spoke about the fact that him and his wife were separated, public notice, public knowledge, I said to him, that's enough. I've heard. But the way he was talking about it, he said, I love my wife. He said, I love my wife. I said, good. I don't want to dabble in the marriage thing. I don't know what happened. I don't want to know what happened. I heard a cry, and I hearkened to the cry. You see, yesterday we were talking about the kingdom of God. I sang a song which I'll sing again today. Whatsoever you do to the list of my brother or brethren that you do unto me. So what we are doing here in IOM, we are working for God. It's not when, even in the Bible, it's not when you order say, God, God, we go to heaven. I don't need to say God. All I need to do is to work for the children of God, to serve humanity. I heard a cry, and I hearkened to the cry. Since I started working with Roger, I have never asked him of the wife what they did. No, that is for him and the wife to do it. All I gave to him was a listening ear. I allowed him to cry in my ears. I allowed him, and I was channeling him to be positive about it. I said, what are you up to? What do you have? He said, I was given a gardener job, but I've not gotten my letter of employment. I was worried. Roger, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
I was worried. I said, okay, Roger, let's work on you. So since Roger came live to cry, we've been working on his personal development. And we have also been working on his career development. And I said to him, do this, get it for me, I'll work on it and send it back to you. And so far, the discussion I've had with Roger, I told him to go and share it in the place of work. What did you say? Is it your supervisor, your manager, or the MD is talking to you and he's giving you opportunity to carry out the project we discussed, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. He's giving me the opportunity to carry on. He said, anytime I want to start, no restriction, that I shouldn't even go and deal with any management staff. Any management staff
who is telling you this?
The MD.
The MD. So Roger, from being a gardener, hey Jesus, Roger, from being a gardener, is now talking with the MG, planning projects, which we'll do. So Roger is because I told him I'm going to heal you emotionally. So I did a distraction techniques. That's what I did. Distraction techniques. I know that success attracts. So I want to help Roger build a personal development, career development, so he will climb. And I've said to Roger, what did I say to you before we work together? What did I say we'll do together? The what we will sign together.
You said to me that you want to work with me, but we must sign a contract that I will sign, you will sign. You have your own reasons why you said that, because you don't want it to be an effort in futility.
When you say contract, people say us angel like contract. Can you tell them the content of the contract we sign together? What's the content of the contract?
The content of the contract is that I will differ from doing what is wrong to doing what is right. Meaning, from my own axis, I agreed to drop some habits that I'm into and face on reality of life. Then from your own axis, I've not actually gotten the content of what you will do, but I understand that from your own axis, you play the opposite. If I do my own, you do your own. And
can you repeat your side of the contract, then I will tell IOM publicly what my own side of the contract will be. What is your side of the contract?
My side of the contract is that I will abstain from some habits that I'm into. There's no thing like
say it.
I'm saying it. I will abstain from some habit that I'm into, like drinking, like smoking, and I'll be serious. And then I shouldn't even think it that I will double you, because at the moment I try to do, you will decipher, and I'm not seeing. And I gave you my words. I said I am tired. I just need a help, and I'm standing on the contract. So that is my own side of the contract. Then your own side of the contract, which I understand is the positive, but you said you are going to tell the IOM now, which I'll form part of it to listen to.
So, Rojika-san, let me ask you, because I will send spies to you, trust me. You know, people think Los Angeles is in UK. My idea in Nigeria, and I have feelings. Did I not tell you that I heard your cry? If Chintok never told me that your wife left you. I didn't know that. I tell you something. When they were talking about people that the family members that indicated to come for human right, men's rights is human right. I told them that my mind is reaching out to you. They are telling me, no, there is someone else. I said, I need Rojika-san. I don't know why. I didn't know your wife left or planning to leave. I didn't know that. So, my daughter is calling me. So, can you hear me? Oh, dear me.
Yes, sir.
Let me send a quick message that I'm live. So, I'm live. Yeah. So, I didn't know, my mind was attracting me to you, or rather, you attracted me and I answered. Yeah. So, when you came live and you now said that, I felt, no wonder I was attracted to you. Okay. No wonder I was attracted to you. So, part of what the contract for me to support you is a free service. It's not easy. What I'm doing for you, after that, you come out cooked like Nos Angel. I'm going to cook you. I'm going to cook Rojika-san. I said you're going to sign a contract that you're going to desist from those habits, because that could be the root cause analysis. Because you will need to heal some causes that will make you to be focused and forward looking. Since the day you promised, be honest, I am happy if you tell me the truth. Even if you say I've taken one or two, I'll be happier than you lying to me. Rojika-san, have you been drinking since that day? Or have you drank? Say the truth.
Thank you, ma. Since the day I came up live, if I come here to tell you that I've not drunk, I'll be lying to myself, and I don't want to lie to myself. But I want to tell you that since the day I spoke with you, I want to beat my chest to tell you that I drank only 2 times. That is I can actually give those days that I did it. But right now, as I'm speaking to you, I've started my contract. I've started my contract, and I'm just waiting for you to catch up with me. Thank you, ma.
Yeah, I will be the happiest woman on earth to work with you if you're honest with me. And I sense dishonesty. It's just magical. Let me read what The family members have been positive to you, Roger, I must confess. Faith Collins say, Roger goes just turn manager like this. The Lord, the good Lord will show you mercy. And it's true. That is what we are working towards. Roger Kassan, I want to tell you, if you are able to fulfill your part, it's not easy. I told you today, it's not easy. But the more I tell you it's not easy, the more you will be feeling Nurse Angel understand. I won't understand. Nurse Angel smiles. I'm happy, I'm good, I like helping, but I don't make decisions quickly. If I make decision, I stick. I want to say that I need you to be honest with me. We can work on it. I can refer you to alcohol and drug agency that will support you to stop. I can also get it from here. I have colleagues that do that here. Is it something you can stop by yourself, or do you need me to make a referral for you to stop, to help you stop?
Thank you, ma. Nosenjo, sincerely speaking, is something I can do. I don't think it has reached that level that I cannot do it. Remember, with it's not everything that we actually discuss that we bring it up here. There are some antidotes you gave me.
Yes.
I think those ones, they are just enough, because it boils down to mindset. As I speak to you, I don't want to speak as if I'm beating my chest, but I told you I'm tired. I told you it's something that I really want to do. And I think with the antidote I'm getting from you, I don't think we need to push it to that level. It's something I will do, something I have taken it off my heart to do. I don't need any external this thing. What I'm getting from you, we are going, and I think it's good for me.
Okay, I hear you. So, Roger Kassan, Ndidi Precious, a girl I love so much, she said, please don't take this for granted. It doesn't come easy. I don't know why it's you. And Roger Kassan, you are the last person I believe I will work with. Did I not tell you that? Say the truth.
Yes, you told me that at the point you said you cannot work with me, but you don't know what keep attracting you to me.
Correct. I keep pushing as the admin team. I don't hide. Nobody will beat me. Nobody will beat me. I say the truth and I shame the devil. You're someone I've been trying to avoid to work with. But something keep pushing, bringing you towards me, and I keep resisting, and it keeps the more I resist, the more the force connect. And I'm asking myself, why after all, I really do love your wife, you know that, don't you?
I know that very well.
Yeah, but the more I resist you, the more you persist. So I just gave in to you. Roger, if you are able to keep your own side of the contract, because substance, which is drug or smoking or alcohol, is something that can bring somebody down easily. Because I know that. I'm a mental health nurse. I want to say, if you kept your part of the promise or contract, I'm going to work with you till you become satisfied, till you attain the level you want to get to. I will support you in any way that is indeed needed, whether it is financially, whether it is emotionally, whether it's career-wise, whether it's personally. I'm going to support you, because I don't like it when people attack a victim. Is somebody not a, you're not a victim, but you're already feeling pain. I don't like it. I bring out myself. Ask my husband, he will tell you. If people are attacking somebody, I stand firmly with that person. I don't mind being the only one standing. I stand. So, if you, Roger Kassan, keep to your part of the promise, I know a lot are listening to me, but I'm telling you, because your heart was my heart, your pain was my pain, and because we've been talking about the man's rights, human rights, and the need for the man to be heard, and the fact that we are trying to project that. And you came up and said, I'm pained. Everything you've been talking about is me. We will use you as the case example of how to support a man. I will. It's not going to be easy. It will be based on everything I have at hand. But I will do all. I may even work extra shifts to try and gather more. I'm going to support you. I will support you. We've been working. I've never given you a penny, but I'm telling you, I am ready to make you happy. I am ready to make you. I know you say you're happy already. You feel confident. You're working towards you and your MD. You're now planning. We've talked about it. How you do a lot, and that is what you're doing. I will do more, and I will give you all the support you require. That I can also meet to. Not when you tell me you want $1 billion, I cannot give it to you, but I'll give you the tangible support you require to get to the next level. Is that okay?
Yes, ma. Thank you very much, ma. It's okay by me.
Are you happy you spoke out? Because some people are trying to say, like you said, why speak out? Don't speak out. Hide it, hide it. If you have hidden it, will you get this?
No, I will not get it. And I'm happy that I'm able to speak up.
Fantastic. So what is the last question I will ask you is, what is your advice to farm members, especially those that are dying and are hiding, cannot talk? What is your advice to them?
My advice to family members and viewers watching us around the world, there are things that are not secret, so we shouldn't even consider them as secret. Time to speak up, speak out, because a closed mouth is a closed destiny.
Period.
I tell you the truth. When things is bothering you in your heart and you didn't share with anybody, nobody will know, and that is how you'll be dying in silence. I know the kind of attack and the kind of talk I receive from people, but I waive it because it's not important to me. What is important to me is what is bothering me and my life. Because when you come up to speak like somebody told me, why will you go on air and say you drink, you smoke? Are you mad? Are you not educated? Then I look at the person and laugh, because I know that this one is far from where I am. He doesn't understand where I'm heading to. So when you listen to those kind of the thing, they will tend to demoralize you, discourage you. They will make you feel like they are helping you, but they are not actually helping you. I tell you, the worst thing you do to yourself is to be lying to yourself. Sometimes the truth, when I get to understand the advantage behind saying the truth, it pushed me further to, at any slightest opportunity I have, it's better for me to say it the way it is than to corner it. Because when you lie, from experience, I understand when you lie, you look for another lie to cover the lie. You look for another lie to cover the lie. But when you say the truth, and you are honest about it, you find out that the solution that will come, it will make you marvel. So I'm advising family members that don't die with that thing that is bothering you, because as I speak to you now, my mind is telling me that so many people are going through what I've passed through and they've been keeping it. Let this be as an eye-opener to you. It might not necessarily be ION, it might be ION again, because the choice is yours. There are certain things that you need to confide in somebody. If not, it will keep weighing you down. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you. All right. I will say go back to the page, you and Chinto. Let's dance and close. Yeah. Thank you for coming. And as I said, remember, I am nobody puts words from my mouth. I made the decision, and we need to meet our on our contract. Thank you. You can go back to the page. All right, this song is not playing now.
Many people say, Jala no be small fish. All of my dark days are gone. Won't you make me strong? I'm proud of the man I've become. You can have what is my own. Money most savage, I know. The more you look less, you know. My money where they can go. And me must say now. We rolling in dollars, you want. Molo, Dubai. And I need body, man. Okay. Many people. Good days are getting better. 1, 2, 3. Good days are getting better. This love is very special. My blessings so better. Oh, I got it on up, baby. Korea we rolling in dollars, you energy, body, many people.
All right, we have to close. You see, there is nothing I can say that I have not already said. We condemn evil, but we see ourselves shushing people up. Even whilst we say that this act have really affected, it has really led a lot of men to commit suicide 3 times, 3 more. In fact, out of every 10 suicide victims, 7, according to statistics, is a man. Yet they say, don't cry, keep quiet, hide, go behind, talk. One thing I want us, if we have ears, let us hear. A problem shared, probably to the right source, is a problem half solved. What do I mean by this? What I mean by this is this. Speak up. Speak out. Speak out if you can. Some people, if they speak out, they may be shamed and moved. But if you know the right source, speak up, speak out. Because it's in speaking out your help can come. Also, stand up. Stand up against all this injustice, all these cultural norms, all these societal norms that a kind of suppress the voice. Stand up against it as I am standing up against it. And it's because of the fact that we continue to victimize the victim. He's not a victim per se, but he's somebody that is hurting. We are like, continue, you caused it, it's your fault, instead of us to at least save them before we condemn them. So I'm standing up against those cultural norms that we still hold on to tell people to shut up and hide their problem and die with it. It's not about the name. It's not about your family. Because life is bigger than name. Your life is bigger than name. Your life is bigger than name. Speak out. Speak up. Stand up against that. And also give support. Give support. In our mind, it's always in my mind. And my destiny is definitely in my hands. And so is yours. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, fam. Bye-bye.